Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today's live webinar. I'm Dr. Shah Siddiqui, and today we're going to do a special episode for AccessAdvisr. Those you are following us on AccessAdvisr, you already know about AccessAdvisr, and I have my partner, Rob Trent. We continue
Hello.
every. Uh, Hello, Rob. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you. So you know that every month we do a specific live for AccessAdvisr in this channel, and we want you to follow our stories because your following and your support will give us the momentum that we are looking for. So we have reasonable growth from last year to now till now. We have a new websites, and we have few more partners that we wanted to talk uh, today, and we want more partners and sponsors for our AccessAdvisr to do our regular activities, because without your help we cannot do those. So Rob, could you please specifically introduce yourself to the audience if uh, they haven't watched any of our previous live?
No trouble. Yeah, well, I'm Rob Trent. I've been disabled since birth. Um, I'm a director with Dr. Shah Siddiqui of AccessAdvisr. In my spare time, I like watching football. I like painting, and I like going out on trips and holidays with my family. So we've been working on the redeveloped AccessAdvisr now for some time, and hopefully today we're going to look at some of the reviews that I've made on there to give you an idea of what it's like and how you can help us by adding reviews as well.
That's fascinating, Rob. The way you go to individual places and review those places for our audience, and as well as disabled people around the globe. So we're going to be sharing some of the reviews today. But before I jump into sharing those reviews, I wanted to share some of our partners and as well as our sponsors. So we're going to be talking a bit more about our sponsors, because every episode, every live, we talk about them because they sponsors us in different ways, and as well as our partners. And then we will jump into the reviews that Rob has done. And we need you to go to a place, if you're going anywhere and you wanted to leave a review through AccessAdvisr, that will be great for us. And we are on the way of finalizing the app as well. But as you know that this is a self-funding work, and we are self-funding it, but we also need your support. Then we can make more things for disabled people for ASAP. So Rob, I will just share my screen. Okay, so my sharing screen has disabled, but I will share it now. So you can see the AccessAdvisr window. And if I go to the front page of AccessAdvisr, you will see our my internet is a bit slow, so I would request you to excuse me for that, because whenever I go live and I wanted to share my screen, it doesn't. I think it doesn't play well. So you can see AccessAdvisr website. So this is our website. So anyone, they will type in accessadvisor.com. You will find our page, and on our page specifically, you will see the UK most trusted accessible place. If you're in the US or if you're any other country, you will see those accessible place on your nearer postcode. So as I'm in Southampton and my IP is from Southampton, I can see Southampton, and you can scroll, and you can also use voice activation to do some of the work. And we're going to be doing more work on AI and voice activation. It's coming soon. But until then, you can log into a specific place, and if you search keywords, you can find accessible places. So I will not go through with that. I just wanted to go to our partner page. On our partner page, you will find sponsors first, and that partners. You will find a lovely video of Rob Trent, and you will find all our sponsors. So we have sponsors: 𝐄𝐯 Marketing Agency, Voexa, Spectrum, Spectrum, and um, Preselite, has production. So we have few more sponsors. They're sponsoring us in different ways. Some with working with us, and some with giving us money. And we have specifically each sponsor page. So if I go to Spectrum page, you will see about them. So, what we with our specifically how we analyze our sponsor and how we evaluate their work with us. So, specifically, when someone sponsor us, we create a video as well as a graphic for them. We analyze their business and we list their business to our site. So whoever coming to this section, they will know about them, and then as well as link to visit their website. I will not click the link, but if you are watching this live webinar, you can go to accessadvisor.com, and you can see the page. So you can also see the videos that we create and graphic design that we create. I will also share another sponsor. We are partner with Voexa for phone system and AI. So you can see specifically detailed Voexa. And we're going to be updating the videos and image later is on the process, but you can see about them. And as well as if I go to one of our partner, you can see here token diversity is one of our partner. So you can see there's about our partner and their video, and as well as their about them. So you can also go to specifically their page. So each of our partner and sponsor are dedicatedly helping us to grow our initiative. So you will find different type of advertisement on AccessAdvisr. Like you can see workforce develop. If you scan this code and if you register with AccessAdvisr, we will get a percentage of your spending with so every way we try to support. And if you wanted to support any other sponsor or partner, we will also get benefited because they paid us, and we want them to be successful as well. So it's a two-way string that we working with our partner and sponsor. So Rob, I will stop my screen sharing, and we just wanted to talk about specifically um, about your experiences for the places that you review. Yeah, I know that you go all over the world, and you talk about accessible places. So can you tell me a bit more about your last review, and I will share the review on the website with people.
Yep, I think the last review, I mean, I've been making a few reviews lately. The last one in particular was probably in Southampton. It was a restaurant called, no, it was a pub called The Plough, and I reviewed it because I felt it was important to know that if you're going out with, your family and they've got young children, I found it interesting that the Plough had a play area for children, and getting to that play area was accessible. I did suggest that maybe something could be done to make it a bit more accessible, but these are the places that I go, that everybody else goes, and the joy of accessadvisor.com for me is that this is a place where anyone can share their experiences with everybody. It's not just a "this is me" website. It's about everybody else, and that's why I set it up, because I want this to be like an encyclopedia of accessible and probably not so accessible places, so people can see what they might encounter when they get there. And I think, the support, you mentioned our partners earlier, the support of our partners, I think, is paramount. We partner with them because they share the same sort of passion that we do for accessibility and inclusion, and I think that's really important. So yeah, I looked at the Plough pub restaurant in Southampton. There's a couple of places like in Whiteley. There you can see the soft play one that I did recently. You click on that, and it's a children's group where you can go to take your grandson or your granddaughter or child, or any child. You can take them to this soft play area, and I wanted people to know what the experience was like. And so I put it on the website for anyone, that has a family member that might be interested in soft play. Take them along there. This is what you'll find. I can't guarantee that you'll be able to find it as easy, or you might find it easier than I did, but what I found is there, and it's my true experience. And by sharing that, I hope that other people will look at it, and see what we're doing. And I hope that the companies that were sort of reviewing and the organizations that were reviewing will be, more acceptable to coming on board with AccessAdvisr. We can show them what we're doing and see if they can help us in any way by either joining forces or asking us to come along and do a review of some of the ones that we haven't visited as well. So I've been rambling for quite a bit, but there you go. That's what I've been up to
That's
lately.
okay, Rob. We're gonna be discussing a bit more about that. So I just wanted to tell you about, if you go to AccessAdvisr, you can see all the reviews on the first section, and if you go a little bit of the down to the page, you will see all the people they have reviewed. So we have nearly 3,000 places reviewed already, and most of them are on the website now. We have a little bit of few more companies to add up, because we transformed from the old site to new site, and it's giving us a little bit of technological problem, but we're going to be placing all the reviews to the site by next few months. But now, if you go to the most recent activity accessibility contributions, you will see all the contributors here. And if I click on Rob, you will see uh, reviews. I haven't done any reviews yet to any accessible places, but our AccessAdvisr, and you will see he is a lot of one pub earlier. Rob, can you tell me a bit more? Which one shall I go for? To You can tell something else.
Well, I know that people like going out to eat. So how about Wagamama's? I certainly like going out to eat. So there you go.
Okay.
There's Wagamama's. And again,
So
this is the one at Whiteley.
so Rob, I just wanted to give the viewers a little bit, and I will pass it to you. So when
Okay.
any business they wanted to do a review with us, what we do, we're going to be creating a specific tailored banner for them. So this is done with AccessAdvisr. We have done the reviews, but we are in communicating with Wagamamas, so they advertise with us, AccessAdvisr. So what they will get a nice banner of their restaurant, and as well as we're going to be creating some specific advertisement materials, like we have 900 plus users on Facebook. We have 2K plus subscriber on YouTube channel. So we're going to be creating business materials for them, advertising materials, and we're going to be placing them on the photos and video sections, and as well as we're going to be advertising them to our. So Rob has visited this place, so we're going to listen to Rob, how his experience about Wagamama.
Right, thank you. Yeah, so the first thing you can see on the screen is it shows you where the place is that I've been. So if you want to go there, if you're keen, if you like the review, if you think it's accessible, then go along and have a look. So if we scroll down a bit, you've got the opportunity to post pictures, and I put a picture up of the food that I had, very nice. And going down a bit more, we get to the food and drink, the meat and drink of the accessibility of the place. So there's my review. You can see that I gave it 5 accessibility keys. It's got accessible parking spaces at Whiteley. There are accessible toilets within Wagamama's. There aren't lifts in Wagamama's, but it's all on the ground floor, and it's step-free access as well. So that should come up, and you should be able to see that next time I go. And down the bottom, you can see there's an opportunity for you to add your own review in staff helpfulness. If you go down a bit more, you can add your own review there. So if you've been there as well, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about it, and let me know. And you can upload your own photos. So we're trying to make this as inclusive as we can for everybody. So you can put your own review in, help us grow this, because the more places there are on there, the more easier it is, or more helpful it is for disabled people and disabled people's allies to find the right place. If they want to go somewhere, let us know. So I like making the reviews of where I go, and I think it's important that I share them with everybody else, because it's we're a big community, and why wouldn't I want to share it?
Totally agree with you, Rob, because you can also post videos here as well. So if you wanted to post a review with photos, you can also review video reviews, and one video reviews will also support the business, that the place you go. So we're going to be sharing it in our social media platform, as well as all the places that we go, they can also share with their social media platform. So if you leave a photo videos or video reviews, that will help specific businesses to extend their social media reach or customer base. So Rob, thank you very much for adding this to the user. I just wanted to ask you another thing, because this is our local business. You also many international places. Can you say a bit more about? So
Yeah,
which
I
one
mean,
shall I go for?
I'm trying to find, at the moment they're all UK ones. If you scroll
I,
down a bit more, I'll
I
see.
think one we talk about Marvel Zoo. So can we
Marwell Zoo. I thought,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
Marvel Zoo?
Go on. Yeah, click on Marwell Zoo, and I'll talk through that.
Mhm.
And again, as Dr.
Mhm.
Shah said, we'll be able to set up banners for that company, and hopefully we can work with them to do more reviews. We've got and we've got some more pictures on there, the map of where it is, if you want, and then on the right hand side we've got the business information about that place as well. So if you want to contact them and find out what they're offering, get in touch with them. We've put it there, so it's not just not just us giving you our information, we're giving you theirs as well. We're being helpful and trying to get people to come to their organization. There are some photos there that I put in the wrong way, so you'll have to excuse me on that. We'll get them turned around, and then we go down to my written review, and I'm saying that it's a wonderful place. Marwell Zoo really is. We took our grandson there as well, and there's lots of accessible toilets throughout. Lots of places to eat that have good accessibility. Of course, there are parking spaces, step-free access nearly everywhere. Everywhere, I think, had step-free access. You can go up long ramps to see the giraffes. And again, then if you go there, why not make your own reviews and let us know what you think. Tell us. and there you can drop
Yes.
your own pictures in there.
So we're going to go back to our review sections. I just want,
Yeah.
before I jump into another review, we got some questions from the audience. So just give me a second. I just add those questions for us. The first question is for Omar. He says, what is your top piece of advice for the business owner who wants to start their accessibility journey today?
Okay, well, my advice would be, talk to people that know about these things, whether it's looking at accessibility within your business or whether it's about training your staff. I've got a vested interest as chair of Toucan Diversity, who deliver, disability training at all levels for organizations. So talk to the people that know. That's my guide. If you're just starting out on your journey, find out what we think, get someone to come in and review the accessibility of your place, because we won't
Mhm.
just sort of say it's good or bad. We'll say, well, it might be very good, but you could just enhance it a little bit with this tweak, or you could really overhaul it by doing something, a bit different.
I totally agree with you, Rob, because there are many sites available like TripAdvisor and the Foodie and the blogs and all those things. You will find accessible information there. But our Access Advisor is particularly built for the disabled people. So you will not find the second place that has embedded framework that we align. So we work for global businesses and we add businesses there. So when you think about accessibility, or if you don't think about accessibility, there are a portion of population in our community. If you think about them, two things that you enable for your business to do. One is you are considering disabled people. So you are giving them value, so they will value you. And another thing is that you can earn additional revenue from these people, this genre, like disabled people, because most of the places nowadays in the UK, they think about disabled people and disability specifically. That disabled people have different type of disability, but some of them you can see, some of them you can't. But still, disability is the disability. If you think about to align your business, I think it will open your business to earn more, as well as get to know people, and they will spread this to their community, because every disabled person have their own community to work with. So that will enable you to extend your business more. So the next
Yeah,
question
and
I have,
I just
yeah,
just I would like to add that, if you're worried about, oh, it's going to cost me a fortune, I would say, just have a look. It might be that some of the simplest things can be done at a very low cost. So we're not coming in and saying you need to spend tens of thousands of pounds on improving your business. There might be other ways that you can actually, improve accessibility, which are cheap.
yeah, I totally agree with you. So the next question is from Sohel. You said, can business measure the return of investment after improving their accessibility? Rob?
Okay, well, I'm not an accountant or economist, but I think for me, the way that you would do that would be by just, you know, improving your advertising. That's another thing about accessibility. Are you advertising your accessible business in the right places? Are you trying to attract more disabled people to your organization and hopefully get them to spend more money? And so once you've been on this journey, what are you doing as a business to try and grow your business by, the millions, I don't know what the figure is, but the disability market is huge, and why would you not want to attract that and get people into your organization or business?
I totally agree with you, because we can talk about return on investment, ROI, but when you align your facility for disabled people, it will definitely give return your investment. I don't know how quick it can do, but it will definitely do, because you are adding extra business categories like disabled people to access your places. If you go to big shopping malls, you will see they are enabled disabled people as well. Why they are doing it? They're spending a lot of money for that. Why? Because they wanted to have their space for everyone. So that's why they align. If you are a small business and you think that it's going to be costly for you to align those services for you, there are different type of government grant available. You can also access those to align your business for disabled people. So you don't need to spend for adding services or adding a facility for disabled people. You can also get it refunded through local community or through local council. And even some people, they do it with crowdfunding. Like, okay, I wanted to make my place accessible. So people do support specific businesses that to align your product and services for disabled people. So that's the way you can align specifically for disabled people. So, Rob, I wanted to go to our reviews again, and I just wanted to share my screen. Here, I want you to talk about specifically any other country apart from UK that you've been through. So I'm going to all your review. Stop me which one you wanted to do.
I'll try to find one from a different country. Well, okay, there's one in the middle, the Lopazan Costa Melana Resort.
Yeah.
Try that. See if that's still. I mean, this one I did quite a few years ago now, so hopefully it's still there. So, so yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
it's
map of
just
this is
showing.
in
It's
Gran
just loaded.
Canaria. Yeah, there you go. I haven't uploaded any photos to this one. I can do, and I probably will do when I get back to get after this call. I can add some photos. So you've got the map, you've got the details if you want to fly there, if you want to go to Gran Canaria. So if we go a bit further down, I put a long written review about the hotel. How I transferred from the airport to the hotel, saying that the ramp on the taxi looked a bit flimsy. This was many years ago. As you can see, that was actually 10 years ago. We got to the hotel. They gave us a glass of champagne. We shown to our room. We had a good accessible room. There you go. And this is quite an old review, so some of the information might have disappeared by now. 10 years is a long time to hold it. So
Yeah,
again, it's something that I've done, and I will, when I go away abroad in future, like, we will have more reviews as well.
yeah. I think, Rob, one thing that we wanted to tell people today, because people worry about leaving their house because of if the place is ready for them. But I see you travel around the world. You travel every cities of the UK, and you go to footballs, even local and national footballs. So I just wanted to ask you one question for that. When you go for your plan for your travel space,
Yeah.
how do you plan for that? And where we know that we're talking about that now, we're going to be adding a section for planning your planning with AccessAdvisr. So how do you plan, where you can go, and what we can do in different places, and all those things we're going to be adding to the AccessAdvisr, so people can plan their trip with us. But before we align that one, we are adding experiences from Rob, because Rob fly many places. And can you share your specific journey from end to end? When you plan, how you plan it, how you um, tell them that you need accessible thing, whatever the airport, whatever the plane, and whatever the the other country that you go, how they are aligned.
Okay. Well, if it's a place that we haven't been before, I'll start by, just like everyone else will, we'll look through the travel brochures that maybe TUI or Jet2 provide, and we'll find a place. And nowadays, those brochures are more informative when it comes to giving you some accessibility tips. They'll say whether it has, whether it's on in a level area or whether it's hilly. They might talk about the accessible rooms that they've got. And then what we'll do is phone up the travel agents, speak to them. They'll help you book it, and you'll tell them all your details. They'll want to know, the dimensions of your wheelchair. Is it dry cell? Is it I can't remember the other, dry cell or wet cell, I guess the other term is. And what kind of battery have you got? Can it fold down? What's the height? Because that's important, because if it can't get in the hold, then, you won't be able to get it on the plane. And I suppose that it's, I've seen a lot of horror stories about flying. Personally, so far, touch wood, I've not had any. We're off to Greece in a few months' time, so hopefully we won't have any problems there. We've flown from Bournemouth Airport. I'll phone the airport just to let them know, or book special assistance at their airplane, or sometimes the travel agents will do that. And they will book travel at the other end, either an accessible travel, or when we went to Tenerife a while back, we just said, well, we'll get an accessible taxi, because we've been there before and we know that when you get there, there are hundreds of taxis, and there's a special place where you can queue for an accessible taxi and they'll get one to you. And so then we'll get the accessible taxi to the hotel. And that's getting out there. And it's the same in reverse. We've given all the details to the travel company. We've given all the details to the airport, so they know what's coming. They know that I cannot walk at all, so I'll need a hoist to get into my chair. They're fairly good when you go through customs and through security. Then you can go off and do what you want and shop. As long as you're back by the gate in good time, they like to get you on first, even though they then let people through, and you feel like you're holding everyone up. But you just got to grit your teeth and sort of go for it. So that's really my travel experience in about 3 minutes.
That's the great explanation, Rob. I just wanted to share as well, because I cannot walk long distance. So when I plan and travel one country to another, mostly in the UK, most places are accessible. So I drive through there. We have a specific place to park our car, and then we can use. I do not use wheelchair, but if I need to use wheelchair, I need to let them know that I need to use a wheelchair or a stick. I usually use sometimes if it's working or something like that. So when I book a flight, I tell them that, okay, I need a wheelchair. So what they do from Heathrow, they have wheelchair services. So I go over there as usual, normal, park my car and go to the kiosks, and they give me a wheelchair. So they until I board on plane, they will not leave me. So that's quite nice. And even I have seen my last journey. I've been through Kuwait, and what they did, only for 2 person, they have a lift. Those lift work differently rather than a ramp. So they have a lift. So the lift goes quite the same level of the aeroplane, and that is attached to a different different door rather than the passenger door. So they open that door, and then very nicely it accessible. So if you're a wheelchair user, or Rob is a permanent wheelchair user. So if you wanted to go other places, uh, aeroplane, they have these kind of lifts for you. You don't need to do anything. They will do everything for you. And you probably know the Trump story, that he escaped with this kind of lift last time when he was going out from, I think, any English country to USA. So there are facilities out there, but you need to tell them that, okay, you are disabled and you need support for your accessibility. So they will align that for you. They will never ask you any question for that. So Rob, we are nearly end of our session. We talk about accessibility, we talk about reviews, we also talk about our sponsors and partners. Do you wanted to say anything to the audience that specifically will tailor our methodology differently?
Well, I just want to, I would make a plea to people to come on there and make some reviews, because the more we've got, the greater use our website will be. What we're trying to do is make it, more widely usable. We've got voice control on the website now, where you can hopefully give instructions by voice. You can call our phone line, which is at the bottom of our website, and you can, speak to our voice control assistant, who will answer any questions hopefully you've got. And I'll, as well as talking to disabled people, I hope customers and businesses that are looking to showcase their accessibility will come and join us on this journey, because we're doing some really good stuff here. And we're not just on the website, as Dr. Shah said. We've got YouTube, we've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, LinkedIn, and also we're on Blue Sky as well. So we're spread all across the social platforms. So you've got your chance to come and join us. Just follow at AccessAdvisr and come and join us and give us your viewpoint, give us your opinions on any one of those platforms. Let us know your experiences on the website, on Facebook, wherever you want to, whatever's comfortable for you, come and join us. So that's my request to everybody. Come and join us and tell us what you think.
I totally agree with you, Rob, because we are doing accessibility reviews. We have more than 3,000 reviews on the websites, and we transform our old new sites as 𝐄𝐯 Marketing Agency, and Voixa is our partner. You probably know I'm the CEO and founder of those businesses. But why I start working with Rob, because I saw that there isn't any accessibility sites around the globe, and they are not working the methodology Rob has planned. So I joined with Rob, and I tried my best to support this initiative to take to the next levels. And we also have Hacks Production to support us, Preselect to support us, Spectrum to support us. So we align Voixa methodology to the website, and we will have a conversational AI to work with people to go through with their different sections. So less hassle and more facilities for disabled people. So we are considering that. So if you wanted to leave a review, that will help us to reach disabled people. They wanted to go to that place, and they will feel comfortable to go there. Because sometimes disabled people, they think that, okay, shall I go there? Is the place ready for me? And if I go there, if I come back and return from there, that will be a wastage of time, energy, as well as they will not feel good about that. So if you are going to a place where people can go there, it's better to leave a review. We are building the app right now, and in next couple of months we will have the app released, so you will have more access to accessibility and AccessAdvisr platform. But to do that, we need your support. We need local businesses to support us, as well as our reviewers, and to review those platforms and spread the word that the thing we need from you, that okay, there is a platform, AccessAdvisr, you can review there, and you can also advertise to our website, so people can understand that you are accessible friendly, and that's all our asks to you. Rob, do you have a last word for the people?
Well, if you've been watching it, thank you. If you've been, putting in the question, thank you also for supporting us with your questions. Hope we've been able to answer. But, between us, Dr. Shah and myself, we are working very hard to get this working, and we're going to do it with your help. So please come along and help us if you can.
That's the great thing, Rob. We're going to be saying bye-bye to everyone, and please keep an eye on our social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We continually advertise for ourselves, and it's for our partners as well. So leave us a review, and that will help us to attract more people. And until our next month episode of AccessAdvisr, bye-bye to everyone. and have a great evening and rest of the day. Thank you.
And
Bye.
see you in a month's time. Bye.
Bye.
Alexa, turn AC on.